any of you, but I got fucking plumped up watching Eric do that blowjob joke. Dude, going up and down on the mic, I was like, damn, dude, I didn't realize how bad I needed one.
NY, the AZ is SVO. Jokes aside, the realest when you hear it coming from the Eric Bernal show is Scottsdale. Very own, get your phone and hear a call, we going up.
Welcome back to another episode of the Eric Bernal Show, special edition. We're at Almost Famous here in Scottsdale, Arizona, where there is not enough blow or Botox for anyone. You know, there's just enough for everyone. There's dick enlargement pills. There's dick enlargement surgeries. I found out last week it's $10,000. I think you have to go down on Indian School to check it out. As always, we got Gatsby, the artist. Gatsby.
What up?
Always, you know, a lot of energy. Tyler Morris. A little different. You're right next to me. I can smell you. You're all right. And our guest, who is chuckling in the background. Look, this guy, I've seen him from afar for a few years, actually. We worked together last December, and now he's here in Arizona, headlining. We did 2 shows last night. It was fucking hilarious. Everybody, give it up for Mike Cannon.
Thank you.
Hey.
Thank you. Please support my new GoFundMe for $10,000 for dick enlargement.
You need that. Yeah. You know, so I saw that. You know? I actually saw that it was like you could do, like, it's basically like Botox for your dick. You know how you get your lips plump?
I've heard of that.
You get your dick plump.
I used to work at a med spa, and they did that treatment. We called it the pee shot.
Can I ask a question, though? Because when I'm as hard as I can possibly get, it doesn't feel like my skin has any more give. You know what I mean? Ooh. Like, even if I had more dick inside of me, I don't know if my skin could stretch. So what do they do about that? Do they graft some from your thigh?
Which brings me to my the next thing. They have inserts.
No.
Like implants that you could put inside your penis.
Whoa.
Yes.
How did you come upon this information?
Look, a guy wonders.
Sounds like deep research.
Yeah, guy wonders.
You don't just
I did find this doctor in Los Angeles that is the talk of the town over there. But no.
For the inserts, though, can you turn your dick into like a rabbit dildo and get a rotating like string of beads at the base?
You want accessories?
Yeah, dude. I don't want a normal dick.
This is something to think about.
I'm putting money into this.
They do have a question box on the website, so we could definitely do that. Nah, man, we had 2 shows last night. It was great. Tyler went to the Late Show.
That's right.
Sure
Went to the Late Show. We're not going to talk about what she did there, but if you'd like, just Venmo one of us $25 and we'll text you what happened. We can be bought. Our vote can be bought. No, it was a good show. The first show, we had a woman that looked like Nancy Pelosi in the front, which you pointed out.
Yeah.
She did not like anything I said.
Nor me. I mean, I said I mentioned several times that her facial expression truly didn't change. Like, it wasn't even that she was mad or happy. It was indifference.
Yeah,
it was brutal indifference.
Her man was having a good time.
Definitely.
Because you asked, now this woman, what, 50s, 60s?
No, she was definitely late 60s, probably early 70s. Maybe 70s is a stretch, but who knows in Arizona?
Yeah.
I see, dude, I saw a 75-year-old with absolute knockers, and I was ready to just hit the bats out of her clam.
Man, starting off hot. No, it is true.
Give me such a visual.
It is true. These cougars do look like brand new cubs.
Yeah.
And you really can't tell. The funny thing is that you asked a couple, you guys try anything? You guys keep it new in the bedroom? He goes, yes.
Yeah.
And she just looked at you like, absolutely not.
No,
absolutely
in no way.
not.
That was what's fun is that was such an authentic moment. Well, yeah, actually, you know what? This made me think of it. 70-year-old women in Scottsdale are kind of like European castles that get a makeover. You know what I mean? Like when they need a new facade, but they're still like, listen, this was established in the 1600s. It's still keeping its age. It's just fresher.
Yeah, now it's got running water.
Yeah,
you know?
So that's some of the tits on some of the Arizona olds.
Tits out here, I mean, Tyler, you know this. Although you don't have fake ones.
No, I don't. I have not fallen into that.
Which is good.
Yeah, no.
We appreciate your boobs.
I'm like a rare breed out here for not having my tits done.
Do you find that you get more attention because of that?
Yeah,
because you offer something that is totally different?
Yeah, because so many girls out here, like, it's like almost a standard to have fake tits out here. So to not, it's like...
You're an exotic bird.
Yeah,
pretty much.
I like a nice free hanging tit. I like that.
Free hanging.
You look, I've been with a lot of moms, and when you put them in doggy style, it just looks like you know their chest is spitting a loogie or something.
Their nipples look like a dog
And
chew
I
toy.
enjoy it.
I think that's how icicles are
I
made.
do like that. But there is something about a girl that has perfect circles on her chest that looks weird. It does look weird a little bit,
yeah.
and then they're always
they
like
just don't move. And
3
they're
years
like,
later, they're like they're still settling. Like,
Well, what do they call that? The midsection, the refund gap. It's like when somebody gets a real tough tit job, and you can tell that they are just standalone breasts. Which, hey, more power to you. I don't mind them at all. But there is like when they're naked, you could tell that they just look like two balloon fists coming out of your chest.
I mean, yeah, exactly. And I don't know why. Like, well, we have a woman here.
yes.
She says.
Allegedly.
What is it about? Do those women think that guys like that, or they don't care really? I don't think women do it for
I
guys.
don't know. I don't think, a lot of women I feel like it's more of a personal thing, I think. I don't really, sometimes I guess maybe it's, out here, especially in the industry, it's more of like, okay, for yourself, but also like I'm going to make more tips, like if my tits are bigger. So a lot of girls think that out here, at least.
I don't think so.
I've seen. But I think a lot of girls out here get them out of their proportions, and it just doesn't look right.
Like you're about to
it's one
tilt
thing if you're
over.
going to get them done and they look proportionate to your body. Like they're bigger than you had, but they're proportionate. They still look good.
That's the kind of
But
dick I'm going
so
for.
many girls out here are like this big, and their tits are like this. They look like
Yeah.
a pea. They're literally shaped like a pea.
Yeah, that's weird when they look like a balloon animal.
Yeah.
That's definitely that's a bizarre look.
Dude.
Let me ask you this: what is the percentage of bartenders in the nightlife industry in Arizona that also have OnlyFans?
Honestly, I don't really know because some of them like don't promote it a whole lot if they
Okay.
do have one.
They're like,
So I
find
don't
me.
really know. Yeah.
I've been doing research on that as well.
It's a bit of a census we've been running.
For the greater good of Scottsdale. No, I think I've seen some promote, but they don't have a link on their page. It's like you get them on a day that they want to post about it on their story,
Right.
Yeah.
and they'll have a link, and they'll
they
say
try
like,
to be like discreet about it.
like,
Yeah.
hey, Christmas list, and then
Yeah.
you click
Yeah.
it, and then
It'll
you're
be,
watching them.
Talk
like,
to me here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
talk
Yeah.
to me
Yeah.
here.
That's
Yeah.
so crazy. I would not be discreet at all. I would have a QR code on my tit if I was a bartender.
Here you go.
Why wouldn't
Why
you?
not?
I feel like I would just
Seriously.
be uncomfortable because, like, I'm serving people that have seen me naked or whatever the case
Yeah.
is, like whatever you decide to post on it.
And
like,
you're almost naked as it is. It's like
well,
that's
yeah,
the little
like
bit
you're
you
already,
got left to
yeah,
yourself.
but
But
then
that's
be
also-
serving like, and you don't know who's subscribed to you. So like, I
True.
could literally be serving someone and I have no idea, and they've literally seen
And
my
they're, like,
fucking
licking the
coochie. Like,
cup.
But then you're literally getting tips based on a memory. Like how nice
is
is that?
true.
It does. It has
Yeah.
nothing to do with your
Wild.
current behavior.
that
They're
is
like,
true.
I
could be the biggest
remember her
bitch on the
breasts.
planet.
They were great.
I remember the feeling I got.
Yeah. It's like the first time I listened to Green Day.
Here's a 20, babe. Thank you for that. No, it is. Scottsdale is crazy. I was explaining to Mike about it and how like there is this distinctiveness of like family area Chandler,
Oh yeah.
crazy, real rich people and fake rich people in Scottsdale.
Mm-hmm.
I looked up the median income in Scottsdale for men. It's $55,000.
Oh.
That goes to show you
That
that,
makes
not
me feel
everyone's
okay.
making money.
Yeah.
But then again, they are taking into account 18, 19-year-olds, 20-year-olds. So,
Right.
but there are a lot of 21 to 23-year-olds who will tell you like they own Facebook.
Yeah.
Like they have something, and the girls are like, "Oh yeah, that's so impressive," and they're like, "Yeah, I can't really prove it or anything." And
Yeah.
I live with my mom because she needs my help. But
I mean, how much of a hit did some of the Arizona scenesters take from fucking from the Bored Apes being worthless?
oh
now?
my gosh,
Or
yeah,
like
a
shit,
lot of
like
edit-
NFTs must have taken off in this area.
Oh, yeah.
This is a
Yeah.
prime
100%.
landscape for that.
There were these dudes that were like, I don't know what they called themselves, the fucking Bitcoin boys or something like that.
They always have something stupid, some stupid
yeah,
name.
yeah,
Yeah.
The erratic Ethereum. I don't know, but
God, that
they
name makes me just pray
Dude,
for bankruptcy
they would
for them.
spend 20, 30K at bars, and guess what? You don't see them anymore. They're either broke or behind bars. And that's the thing with scamming. Scamming is a huge thing. People get scammed here all the time. All the time. And typically it's done to some people who have money and they're like, whatever, they can afford it. But some people pour their life savings into something and it's all a lie. Who would have thought that like something you can screenshot, and it was like, that's $15 million. Now it's worth like what? It's like 50, 40 grand, the most expensive one.
NFTs?
Yeah, Justin Bieber
I think they
one.
bottomed out, right? I don't know if they're worth anything at this point.
Yeah.
It was just all perceived
Weren't they
price.
saying that was
it
gonna be,
wasn't
like-
like real.
Listen, if your entire currency is based on whether or not Jake Paul likes you, then I don't know, man. Like I'm not
Maybe not the best
Yeah,
business
I don't
plan.
know. I don't know if Panama's GDP would do well off of that too either.
Yo, it's true. It's true. But that's the thing now. All you need is an influencer to say it's good. Like when Crypto.com bought the fucking Staples Center, or not bought it, but whatever. Now they use the name.
Oh, yeah.
Crypto.com.
Yeah, Crypto Arena. Yeah.
Crypto Arena. That was like, it made you kind of think like, oh, there's something happening.
Yeah.
And whatever. I actually bought Bitcoin a long time ago. I sold it 8 years ago to put a down payment on my house.
Nice.
When it hit 19K. That's actually what I put, like my down payment, if the federals are listening. That's what I used, and I did not pay any taxes on it.
When it hit 60, did part of you want to take your own life?
So the next day, it dropped to 9K. The day I sold it, the next day it hit 9,900. And I was like, I'm a fucking genius. I'm a genius. Everyone's stupid. You're dumb. Then it hit 60K. And I was like, I'm an idiot. I'm stupid. I'm dumb. I had 10 Ethereum.
Yeah.
Okay. And I had like 60K. This is not even a lie. I'm claiming it on my taxes. Dude.
The IRS is listening.
I love staring down the barrel of a camera and be like, I'm claiming it.
Dude, I'm not going to lie. One of the biggest losses I ever did was 60K turned to 7,200.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I cashed out.
Yeah. That's
But
crazy.
my initial investment overall, 5K.
There you go.
Hey,
So, like, it is
Small
kind of a
victories.
win.
Yeah.
And I've always bought, I would buy daily or weekly. I'd be like, all right, I'll buy. And I wouldn't think about it.
Yeah.
$10 a day, $50 a day, 100 a week, whatever I could do. That's what I was doing. But, yeah. I got scammed too, but who would have thought fake money would have fucked me, you know? But it did.
I feel like the names are hard to like take seriously. Like Ethereum, it just sounds like the precious metal from
Dogecoin.
Avatar, or like you know what I mean? Like it just sounds made up. So eventually, it's just you feel like it's just going to dissipate and go away.
That's why a lot of those guys die, or they kill themselves.
didn't a bunch of them just like die
Well,
or
it's
like
all
end up
'cause-
in the ocean?
Yeah,
or
they always
With Osama?
That's Osama bin Laden, dude. Dude, I was looking up conspiracy theories last night, as I do, and about the Nazis in Antarctica and all these things.
Argentina.
But no,
Well,
there's
Oh,
one-
and they also went to
there's-
Antarctica. Oh, yeah,
no,
yeah,
there's
yeah.
one that they. All right, this is a very Eddie Bravo take, but that they met with the aliens in Antarctica.
Yeah.
Stay with me here. And they gave them these ideas. There is like between World War II, the end of World War II, and a certain amount of time, I think it was like 400 or 500 Germans disappeared in the United States, all of them being engineers, all of them were like teachers or lawyers, whatever, those type of people. And they feel like they went to Antarctica and to repopulate.
Either that or there was a bunch of new John Smiths working for NASA. All of a sudden, an influx of NASA scientists.
Project
bunch of blonde hair
Paperclip
and blue eyes. Imagine that.
that speak Spanish and dance bachata.
I do love the idea of aliens traveling like millions of light years to get here, and they're meeting up in Antarctica, and they're like, we got to get rid of the Jews. The aliens, they come here for 10 seconds, and they're like, how have you dealt with these people?
Speaking of religion, which brings us,
Why do we always get to the topic of religion on this fucking
because
podcast?
it's hilarious.
Always we got to get
All
rid of that.
All right, Gatsby. I'm gonna show Mike the videos I showed you.
Oh yeah, I'll
And-
embed 'em.
Gatsby, tell me why I never knew your first name until right now.
Did you just see my name? My government.
I've never known your first name.
Do you want me to put it up to
No,
that?
you're good.
Luxury. How much money did you pay for Tyler Perry's Gulfstream jet, for example?
Well, for example, that's really none of your business. But
I've seen this guy. His name is Kenneth Copeland, and if you actually just watch any video of him, he looks like an alien wearing a skin suit. He literally looks like a shit. Look at this guy. He's a shape-shifting reptile. This guy
He's
eats
scary.
children. There's not a like.
Oh my God,
He probably has to actively stop himself from doing. like just sucking in his. I've seen that whole thing. That's crazy.
So at that next one, I want to show you how church is elevating and making it more fun and interactive for people.
Mm-hmm.
This is a
flying in from the ceiling. I mean, that is. Here's the thing. That is cool. But in that moment, I would immediately be like, "There's no God." You actually did a disservice by disproving the existence of the Lord. Because if you actually were one of His workers, why wouldn't He float you to the fucking stage? You have to go Owen Hart and then go face first into a turnbuckle. You fucking
Christ.
loser.
dude. Look,
Sorry, is this a Catholic podcast? I have no
I'm
idea.
not
I don't want to.
No. I always think it's interesting with those media pastors. You ever see that video, Gatsby, with
Yeah, take your time.
It was a black pastor. It was a black pastor, and I say black because he was. And they were accused.
I believe they call those blasters.
blasters. That's what my ex called me. All right, so he's getting seated and questioned of his expenses that were purchased by the church.
Yeah.
They're like, how do you explain $7,000 at Louis Vuitton? And he goes, well, is that I sweat heavily through my clothes. Those are I'm a TV media pastor, and I need those type of clothes. It doesn't matter what they cost. It's all for serving the Lord.
Yeah.
And she goes, why do you need
not?
Louis Vuitton? I don't see why that would matter.
What are you gonna convince people Christ is real while wearing Kohl's? Like, no, you gotta wear some Louis
would that
V.
be believable?
Show them that the Lord does not work in mysterious ways. He gifts you right away.
You see it,
Dude.
Seeing is believing.
Yeah, it's like Jordan Belfort. It's the same exact thing. The way Jordan Belfort lived and partied and owned a yacht and a mansion was so his people would try to live the exact same way and work as hard as they could to spread his shit. It's the exact way that these mega church absolute grifter pieces of shit are just flying around on their G5 in hopes of being like, if you just work as hard as me, y'all could be also touched by the Lord. You're not praying hard enough.
And you too don't have to accept black people after a hurricane into your church.
That's right.
Dude.
Even if we have a half inch of water, they will not come through our doors.
Yo, dude, Joel Osteen, is that his name?
Yeah, that sure is.
Sold out fucking Yankee Stadium.
Good old urinal teeth.
Urinal teeth. Can we get a picture of him, Gas? Put him up on the screen. This guy he's kind of good looking, also terrifying.
Yeah.
He's a terrifying guy. Honestly, after just hearing Mike kind of like preach that, he does have youth minister vibes, right? He looks like he either plays the guitar or hits the tambourine, and he's like, come on, let's go.
That's
And
right.
look at me, I got ripped jeans.
I used to be just like you, brother.
Yeah, I could badly play the acoustic guitar just in front of a bunch of troubled youths.
Church has become like it had people. I always make this joke that I was like, it's funny how people in Scottsdale will do anal and coke and then go post that they're at church on Sunday.
Yeah.
It's been a postable thing now.
I think it's actually coming back into fashion. I think it's this weird thing because everybody's looking for answers and everybody's looking to be certain about their own life and all that shit, which is why they just believe in a certain system, right? Whether it's religion, politics, whatever. They just want any uncertainty to be completely wiped off of the thing. But it is interesting the way people are living, because some of the hardest partiers I know are in church every Sunday, just like, man, I just got to get right with the Lord, dude. And it's like, dude, you were banging rails off of a toilet seat last night. But sure, take down some of the body of Christ.
Like you
Gotta
still
hit the
got
reset button.
ass
Yeah.
on your tongue from eating that I don't know.
I wonder if it's a product of because being, I don't know what it was like here, obviously, but we were locked down in New York, so there is some real time released effects of COVID coming out right now, and they will forever be rolling out mentally because people have completely lost their ability to interact with each other, to be in the same room as each other, and I think some of that COVID shit is leaking into wanting to then find religion and purpose.
Yeah. And then the thing is that everyone has their own version of God. Like when I studied religion in college, when they told me there's over 500 denominations of Christianity, I was like, why? I was asking the professor. He goes, well, basically, anytime someone felt they didn't agree with that part, they just started their own church.
Yeah.
It's literally what it is. It's exactly
It's picking from a buffet of the beliefs.
No, I don't like these wings. I'm going to go with the salmon. Yo, dude.
I look at it like the Vatican setting up shell companies.
That is true. That is true. The Vatican. I heard it's beautiful and full of secrets of demons, but it's that's what they say. What church has an army? They have a police force there.
Yeah. It's like its own little country.
It is.
Have you been?
No, I haven't. I've heard though.
Yeah.
it just
It
has
is
a
crazy.
really weird feeling there.
Yeah, I mean, it's similar to walking like Ground Zero
Yeah.
in New York. You know what I mean? The hallowed halls of child
It just has
rape.
a weird energy. An evil energy.
Yeah, how
An
many
underlying
just the amount of like weird secret meetings that have happened in terms of like
100%.
moving cardinals from one church to another.
Oh
After
yeah. Oh, you were big in New York. Now you're an opening act in Ohio.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
That's literally how they move you. If and no one goes to jail really. I don't think.
No,
They just
I
get
don't-
moved around.
Yeah. Just transfer.
They just go-
Which in the internet age, you got to hand it to the Catholic Church. That is impressive. It's
Yeah.
impressive to keep that much of a low public profile to just shift these people around as if they're like almost witnesses.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, pack their wizard outfit and shit.
That's
Because
right.
They do. The Catholic Church. I've been to Catholic Church a lot. and I-
Their wizard outfits, their
Yo,
chocolates for
dude,
children.
That's a very
That's why-
theatrical church.
Dude, it
Yeah.
is. If imagine you just didn't know religion, you just knew people, and then you go, this is religion, and you walk in, and there's like this theater act, and people are humming, and all. It is weird to me.
Yeah.
Do you ever get this feeling? So, and I don't know if this is a product from all the hallucinogens I've done or whatever,
Possibly.
but there are times, especially in like a church or like say I'm going to pay a speeding ticket or going to jury duty or something like that. Have you ever walked into those proceedings, seen everybody in line doing the whole thing, going through the routine, and you're like, we're all just fucking 6-year-olds playing pretend. Like,
Yeah.
what are we even doing here? This is
Yeah.
not real. We literally just assigned you a costume and said, well, that must make you a thing.
Dude,
Like,
that's
so weird.
true. That's
Yeah.
so true. And the thing with religion, how we get here all the time,
I
but
don't know. That's I ask
State
the
of the
same
world.
thing.
yeah, because this girl practices premarital sex more than anyone I know. Just
Hell
kidding.
yeah.
Hey,
How else are you
Hey,
going
I
to
don't
find a
believe in
husband?
God, so
he believes in you, baby.
he shouldn't.
Well, we'll get you back at some point. No, which makes you think of anal, and 'cause I'm thinking about Mormon religion.
We're back on the Mormon thing.
Dude, I live
Again?
with them in Gilbert, Arizona. Yeah, no, you didn't know what soaking was till I told
I
you.
didn't. I don't pay as much attention to Mormons as you do.
Well, I used to date one.
Oh, okay. Well,
She's a freak. In the
yes, we've
sheets.
discussed.
No, but
Do you think any penises have gotten wrinkly from being in there too long?
you got to, yeah.
You know, almost like being in a tub for a while. just from
It's gotta
soaking.
be. It's gotta be.
It's literally soaking.
Literally soaking for that shit away. Dude, I don't understand. That one is interesting. The Jews I like because like what I like about Jewish people, and if you don't like Jewish people, me either. But what I like about Jewish people is they're not prospecting you. They're not trying to get you to come
Oh,
to
they
their
don't-
church.
they don't want you to.
That is one of the best
don't
things
want
about
you.
them. They don't want every other religion. Please join them. We are at capacity.
Like, we're good.
You guys have never lived in a Hasidic neighborhood.
Oh,
Because-
I actually used to live in Nanuet, and they hated me.
That's funny. That's near where I live.
Yeah,
weirdly
I
enough.
used to live in Nanuet. I used to go to this school, which weirdly enough was 90% black, and I was surrounded by Hasidics, and
Spring
they
Valley?
looked at me. East Ramapo.
Oh yeah, I know.
I went to East
Ramapo.
Ramapo. Very
Good at
dangerous.
basketball.
Very good at basketball, very good at football. Everyone could jump over everyone. Look, so, and a lot of early fathers and mothers there, and that's just true. I was there for 1 year, and I begged my school to take me back because I got kicked out for hitting someone. But those were different times. I'm a different person now. Therapy is upon me, and so is the Lord.
Well, walking through a Hasidic neighborhood with this face is kind of like being a thick white girl walking through Harlem because I I am incessantly being recruited to be. Are
way.
you Jewish? Are you Jewish? They do a whole mitzvah, the whole thing. They try to bring you in. It's kind of, they're not looking to necessarily turn you. They're looking to see if you already are Jewish and not necessarily a celebrating Jew, and to kind of bring that out of you.
Okay.
That's the point of the birthright trip and all of that stuff,
Yeah.
which works. It really works.
No, I asked like people who used to be Hasidic, right? And I go, how do you guys look at us? Like, because I feel like they pay no mind to me. When I was in New York and I'd go see my friends in NYU or whatever, or go to Queens, Brooklyn, whatever. They're all over the place. Building tunnels for some reason. And yo,
That story was
he
amazing.
goes, they look at you, they know that you're there, right?
Yeah.
But you're like a squirrel or
Yeah.
a pigeon. They're just out of my way. Like, like that. That's
You're a goy.
Yeah.
Yeah. They don't care about goys.
No.
what's a goy?
It's a non-Jewish person.
Oh,
That's what they call
I
it.
instantly thought of
A
like
goy.
Spanish food.
And it's derogative.
Well, I lived
Goya.
in Crown Heights, and
Yeah.
that's where the Crown Heights riots took place, which is why I think it was a Hasidic ambulance refused to pick up a black child, and they actually picked up the Jewish child only, and then drove them to the hospital.
shit.
Yeah.
And it became this huge fucking thing with obviously violence on the streets, all
Wow.
of that stuff. But it's based on this, which is like, and I think since they've had to mind their P's and Q's on that kind
Revise
of
their strategy.
at least definitely not their beliefs, but at least their public strategy, because that is obviously insane. You can't be a member of society and do that type of shit.
Then just be Amish, just be off
True.
the grid. If
Yeah.
you're gonna do that, just
but instead they're just like my neighbors on Nostrand
yeah.
Ave.
they're like, how can we just keep to ourselves? Let's go to New York City. Like,
Yeah.
But the
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is that's where the Diamond District is. That's where they
Well,
do
they have
their
a
thing.
whole area, like not to whatever, but the Crown Heights, a large section of it is
Yeah.
truly their place. Like it's for them. It's like Chinatown, but for Hasidics.
Dude.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, in Chinatown, like good luck speaking English anyway. I mean, you pick up a newspaper, it's in Mandarin and all that stuff. I get it. It's definitely like that. But Jewish girls are hot. I used to live in Rockland County, and I used to go to this massive like superstore. Everything was super cheap. Not saying those are correlated any type of way, but
I
I
have a
didn't.
disclaimer running on the bottom here.
I didn't know, Gatsby. I didn't know that these women like shave their heads and put on wigs. Did you know that, Hasidic women?
I did not.
I was like, that hair looks so fake.
They don't necessarily shave. So they don't.
What do they do? Or do they bunch it up?
They hide their hair because their hair is meant for just their husband, because they feel the part of the religion is that it will make other men lust after them to see their real hair.
And you can't entice lust.
Exactly. So I think it's like I guess it's intentionally disgusting, because it is like it's a pretty like
it's
wrecked
harsh.
wig, considering especially how much
it's
they spend on those
itching
furry
and-
hats. Those furry hats, dude, are like $1,200 bills.
Yeah, they're expensive.
Really?
Yeah,
I've
those
seen a
are
video
really
of someone
expensive.
robbing Hasidic Jew for one. Yeah.
Selling it on the black market.
Well, it was a black guy. And he took it and he ran
No
down
pun
like
intended.
Christian McCaffrey. White, black, black, white. Yeah, no, and dude, it was horrible because it's like taking someone's turban off, I guess.
Yeah.
It's like a fucked up thing to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
And,
mean,
In any culture, smacking the hat off of your head is grounds for a fight.
yeah, if I'm wearing like a coyote's head and you smack it on my
Yeah,
head, it's like,
it's-
oh, are we fighting?
I guess that's it.
I challenge you to a duel.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, but that's an experience I feel like a lot people in Arizona don't even know what Hasidics are. You would tell them and they'd be like, oh, okay. They sound like Amish people, but Amish people get those people confused too. They
Yeah.
always think they're the same person. Once
Yeah.
a Christian, the Amish are Christian. They're all named Isaiah and Ezekiel and
Jebediah.
Jebediah is
That's a
a
great
great
Springfield.
name. Jebediah is a great name.
Well, and then the Mennonites are the Amish that also like TV. They are the ones that use
Is that what that is?
electricity. Yeah,
Okay.
pretty much. They don't shun. I don't know if they use all of it, but they don't basically shun modern society.
Yeah.
They just choose not to participate in a lot of it.
The Mennonites.
Yeah.
I like the Mennonites and the Black Israelites. You ever see Black Israelites when
Yes.
they preach? It always looks like
Yeah.
there's a rap battle going on.
Yeah.
Or like they're about to fuck somebody up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, this is the religion I want to join. It's the most confrontational shit. Do they still have it out there in New York City?
You're goddamn right they do. And again, it's in the same exact area. I lived on the Crown Heights Bed-Stuy border, like right where Biggie actually used to live.
Shout out
And
to Biggie.
on Fulton and Nostrand, I would walk down to the train, and every day they'd have a large gathering of Black Israelites. And similarly, they were not able to distinguish whether I was Irish or Jewish. So they would scream, "You do you think you're the real Jew? You're a fake Jew, you gay motherfucker. And I'm like, I'm actually neither of those things.
Those guys are great.
So I was like, thank you, fellas, but enjoy your day, and more power to
I
you.
believe they had some people out on like First Friday one day.
Oh, they had them out. Oh,
Yeah,
I
and they were
see
just
them
yelling at
on
people.
in Tempe. They're trying to recruit
Yeah.
the young teenagers from North
There's a lot of them
Dakota
out here.
Yeah.
Are those the people that roam the streets of Old Town too with their picket signs? that
No,
say
those are just regular
Jesus?
Christians.
just
Oh.
So in
Run of
Old
the
Town,
mill
while the
Christians.
nightclubs are banging, music is going crazy, drinks are being poured, coke is being sniffed, everything's being induced. There's a girl getting fingered. These church comes out. One guy holds the cross,
Okay.
like
Christ.
like legitimate size, the way
Like
Christ
a
had
big
it.
ass
Sick.
Brings
that's on
it
like a
down.
roller.
But his has wheels.
It's
Yeah,
on a roller?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Pussy.
Somebody should beat the shit out of him just for that. Dude, if you consider yourself a legitimate follower of Christ and you can't even summon up the fucking strength to actually drag a shit cross across the ground, fuck you. You don't actually believe in it. You should be tossed in a volcano with everybody else.
So they do that. And they have signs like, turn yourself to God. You don't need this.
Jesus saves.
Jesus saves. And I just want to know, what's the success rate?
0. Everyone is fucking cracked out of their mind, drunk as fuck.
Dude, girls twerk in front of their signs.
Yeah.
And it's
No,
the
it's
most
the funniest
hilarious
shit. Every
thing
time I see it,
ever.
I just giggle because I'm like, I'm on what, day 3 of a bender right now, and you think that's gonna fucking make me change my mind? No, fuck you. Get out of my
That's
face.
the thing, though. Day 4, it might. Day 4, you might be like,
You're
I just need
hoping I'm gonna
answers.
cry.
Like anything to get me out of
shadow
this.
people.
Hoping.
I possibly am a cunt of Christ.
You're like, shit's got to change, man.
Signs gotta give.
Dude, like similarly, I watched the last Mission Impossible in a movie theater, and Tom Cruise does all his own stunts. He rides a motorcycle off a fucking cliff. He's flying through the air, and I left. And if they had a Scientology table outside of that theater, I would have been clear by 1 p.m. Legitimately.
Sign me up.
Yeah, I would have been in. Because again, susceptible, vulnerable, just watched a 65-year-old man do his own stunts, and I'm not famous and closeted a homosexual. So what can't they do for me?
I'm down. Stuff the gerbil in now. You know, it's crazy, the Christian. But I just don't understand what the success rate. I just think it's something for them to do when they get home. Like, we did it.
Yeah.
We've done it.
Yeah.
Mission accomplished.
I know that one girl that was throwing up. She's giving her life to
she
Christ.
looked up briefly and saw a glimpse of the sign, and now everything has changed for her.
Yeah, and someone's having sex with her.
I do think a part of it also is enjoying being judgmental and enjoying being on the right side of righteousness for them. So they go out and they see these people having a great time, but they look at it as sinning, look at what they're doing to their bodies. They don't respect themselves. They're pouring poison in them. So they walk out just for almost like a little hit of that every night. So they're
Meanwhile, they go home and rub one out to
Of
the
course.
fucking images that they just seen. Because everyone is a person. Like,
Yeah.
that's why anytime, like, I see people, especially last night, that one lady, it was really directed towards her. And I said, don't think you're a righteous person because you're not laughing at these jokes. Because hand me your phone and let me check your Google search. Let me see the nasty shit you really pull up. Because we're all garbage. We're all deviant at some point. Not all the time, but at some point. Some more than others. You know what I mean? Some more than others. And that's okay. We've all been there. All right, sweetie.
You pull up her Google search, it's only how to make a bomb. You're like, what the fuck?
I meant how to look like. Is there surgery for like women's vagina? I know this is taking a left here, but
Yeah, that was a complete change of topic.
do they have that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So after women give birth, well, so some women tear when they give birth, but like you
An
can get surgery
episiotomy.
to like,
That's
yeah,
hot.
you can have surgery to like
Yeah.
fix it basically,
She
or
did
like
that.
Then you look like
there's
Joaquin
also,
Phoenix's
when I was
lip.
talking about the pee shot.
Sorry, Tyler. All right, Tyler.
That was so
Okay.
scientifically accurate and like trying to
Do you know Joaquin
medically
Phoenix?
give us what it was.
The Joker? Joaquin
Yeah.
Phoenix?
Yeah. Oh,
Well, aren't there women that are born like they just had 10 babies?
I don't know. Everyone's vagina is different.
Well, you've seen plenty, I'm sure.
Are you asking if there are babies with fat pussies?
No. Well, yeah, sort of. But I meant when they're of age.
Sort of.
Because I did run into this lippy
The
girl.
babies are of age.
I did run into this lippy girl one time. and she had no kids. Yeah, it was like you had to actually separate them before you got in, or you would bring it in with you.
Well, having kids doesn't necessarily.
With you. It's like shoving extra shirts into a dresser.
It literally is that, and it's not good for the dresser drawer. Yeah, so
it's starting to buckle.
Can you cut that? Can you cut
Yeah.
that? What's that called?
I don't know.
A haircut?
You can cut the lips of a.
No, you can't.
You
Yeah,
can, like, clean it up. They can hook you up.
It's like the depredarization, like the predator dreadlocks. You gotta get
Like a
whatever
little up top.
whatever those dangling phalanges are. You just gotta kind of
Tingling.
pluck
Women
them
can
like they're
really
overgrown
just-
fruit. I'm sorry. I'm just saying.
Yo, women can really
like
fix
you're
themselves no
pruning a
matter
plant.
what. Everything. There's everything you could change. You were telling me about hip dips, things that I didn't know. Girls are making themselves Asian. What's that surgery called?
It's not a surgery. Well, I guess you can get surgery for it, but there's
Here, this mic.
PDO threads to like pull your skin
To
basically
make you more. I said it
to
like.
make your
Interesting.
eyes like
What's the model?
Bella Hadid.
Bella Hadid.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
girl.
She has
I love
that
her.
squinty look and shows the sheet.
I thought that was lupus.
Yeah, but mine's natural.
Didn't she say she had lupus and that's why she looks all like?
That's probably why she looks sickly. you
Yeah,
know why her
yeah.
eyes are slanted.
She's hot though.
Yeah, of course she is.
Does she have?
I
I,
love her.
I didn't even
Yeah.
know that part.
Well, I mean, did you ever see that shoe clip
was,
of
like,
her
really sick.
where she's
Yeah.
on some awful complex show
Yeah.
and it is a forever.
Oh yeah, and she's like, oh, what is? She said something.
If
that, like,
homeboy
went-
comes through
yeah.
with these,
then he can like get
he
it.
could get it, and it's like
He could like
shut
Get it.
your stupid face.
Like that's not how you actually talk.
First of all, you're
She was dating a
Palestinian.
weekend at the time.
Then you're also kind of white, like you're white presenting. In
Yeah.
no world are you in like any kind of hip hop culture. You're rich, like
She
you
was
didn't
dating
grow
a
up.
weekend, so that was her.
Oh, true.
Black
That is
guy.
what it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
She's like, listen, my boyfriend has kinky hair, so
And he comes.
I'm
at me.
allowed. I'm allowed.
Black by insemination. No. Tyler, you tell us more about that. Just kidding, Ty. Just kidding. Sorry, I forget we have women on this.
Do they
fucking
freeze
show.
it off? Like, I guess, yeah. All right, sorry.
Where?
No, Tyler is. Let me tell you something. Tyler has told me more gross things I care to hear, but
Probably.
and that's why she's my bestie.
Yeah.
Besties.
I'm more just interested, right? Because as guys, we do have limited access to cosmetic things that can...
100%. That's why I ask her everything.
Or at least they're not perfected yet. Like even dick enhancement, I wouldn't trust that for another
Yeah.
10
No.
years.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, other stuff, because women have been getting work for longer, so it feels like they know how to do
Yeah.
a woman more so than they know how to do a guy.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Can you do like a chin implant?
Yeah.
Yeah.
People do that all the time.
Yeah.
Or they get filler in their chin to make their face like more proportionate.
And as you guys know, I'm working on my chin. I'm doing that jaw exercise.
Oh, good.
And it is working. It is working. People on the video have been telling me you look less like shit. So I take that
Less like
as
shit.
a plus.
That's cool.
I love it that I was talking about Zin on a clip on YouTube.
Yeah.
And the comments were like, "Shut the fuck up, you fat piece of shit."
That's like all the comments.
Guys, please don't ever stop watching. Those are like my highest viewed shorts. It's not even comedy. It's just me going, "This guy's an ass, Zin." They're like, "Fuck you, you fat fuck."
You're fat. You don't get to
Yeah,
have
you
an
only get to
opinion.
call me that. And the 2024 is gonna be different. Yeah, you skinny, ugly shit. Whatever, dude. Nah, man. Thankfully, those things exist because, not gonna lie, they do make me sad sometimes, Gatsby. Not just kidding. Actually, I've learned it's hard. Like, Mike,
Yeah.
you have a string of fucking content.
Sure.
Lots.
Yeah.
Lots. Is there a comment you've read that, not that it fucked up your day, but like, you little bitch?
Every single one of them.
That's why I don't
I'm
read
the most
comments.
porous, sensitive bitch you'll ever meet in your entire life. I hunt bad comments because I agree with them. And like any positive, any "you're so funny," blah, 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 just rolls off my back like I'm a duck in the water. And anybody calling me an absolute failure sack of shit, I'm like, thank you, Dad. I'll take another.
Tyler, what did one guy call you on one of the things?
They said I was a Midwest 6 and an LA 2.
Yo,
I read that one comment and I was like, I'm never reading these fucking comments ever again. Because one, I know that's not true, but that did hurt my fucking feelings.
and that's the thing is like, I was
A Midwest 6 and an
Because
LA
a Midwest
2.
6 is fucking crazy. Are you
That's the
joking?
most hurtful thing.
That
No,
was the
like
hurtful
a
one.
Midwest
But
6.
a Midwest 6 is...
Dude, show him your boots for crying out already.
I mean-
there you go. Thank you.
That is...
I'll show mine too. There you go. When I saw that comment, I was like, I wonder if Tyler's gonna read it.
I did. That was the one video I actually looked at the comments, and of course that was
tagged
the
you.
first fucking thing I saw, and I was like, this is why I don't do this.
I think I commented, follow her on IG or something like that. Follow her. Yeah, just because, yeah. Look, people say things to get a rise out of you. And that's something that I had to understand. I never had a viral video till last month. And the shit that was being told to me, mind you, I think it's 13,000 comments on the fucking video of how much I'm stupid and I'm a man and that if I'm not a man, I'm a fat lesbian and all these things. Which I think one guy's like, you look like you're a fat lesbian that bats fourth or something or whatever.
You're like Spanish Marla Hooch. What a hitter!
Anchor on a lesbian
There was a
softball
girl.
team.
There was a girl I went to high school with. She was kind of built like me, and she was a great softball player. Yeah, built like me now, not in high school. High school, I was fucking fine. And this bitch would hit homers, dude. Homers in softball. A girl, right? Guess
Say it
what?
like
Guess
that.
what? Guess what? Guess what? Today, she's a man.
Wow.
She's
So
a
should
man.
she have even been allowed to compete? Is
Exactly.
the question.
I say we start a march and
down
signups
the
are on
record.
Monday.
Asterisk.
Yo, dude, yeah, she's basically the fucking Barry Bonds of fucking butch bitches. You know what I mean? Like she was so sweet, so nice. So if you're watching this, a lot of my people in high school are now watching the pod because they want to know if I'm gonna bring them up. And if I do, whatever. I talked about a girl that I fingered on Halloween for the first time when I was like 14 years old. And someone told me, Eric, she died. And I was like, I didn't know that. And don't we all die at some point? But
Like, isn't that the point?
I was like, and why say that to me after talking about how great the experience
Yeah,
was?
she was very alive at the time.
Yeah, she was very alive.
She was warm.
She was dressed up like a dead person, which is crazy. But, you know, it's...
God.
She was a redhead. She's Irish. You know, Gatsby, you know I like a white girl.
Foreshadowing. Yeah.
You know, it's foreshadowing I love a pale bitch, man. I tell you, Mike doesn't know this. I love a pale princess. I call them my Clorox queens. Nothing like an Irish girl with dirty feet that I
Yeah.
just love, man. Just
Yeah.
like walking, I think, not to give away a bit, but you talk about the Titanic. When I saw Titanic, you would think I was talking about Rose and how beautiful she was. I like that she went barefoot dancing, all those Irish people dancing barefoot. I just immediately thought it was so hot, and that's why I have problems. But
I don't think that's a problem. I think you just know what you like. I like
Yeah,
a
I
woman
do
that's
like
so
that.
pale her thigh looks like Google Maps.
Yes. I don't have a joke. I'm like, my girl's translucent. No, but she's look, I don't know. I like what I like. I do like Spanish girls and black girls because you have to say this on here. But no, I like them all. But
Can I ask you guys a question as an
Yes.
outside of Arizona fella?
Yeah.
Have either of you been in a serious relationship since living here?
No.
Yes.
Immediately no. Immediately no. That's not a thing.
It's not at all, right?
For her.
Because I was wondering
In
if
her
that's
industry, it isn't.
In my experience out here.
Yeah.
no.
what industry.
Whoring.
That's
Just kidding.
it, just,
No, just
like
kidding.
club service
No,
industry.
yeah, I think
Nightlife, yeah.
Because Mike, I don't know if you ever worked at a restaurant or was like a
I
waiter
have.
or something.
Yeah,
you know
yeah.
that vibe of dating the waitress,
Yes.
you're the bar back, or you're the cook.
Go
or
bareback with a bar back.
There you
There you
go.
go.
Oh, you know all about that.
Hello.
Hey.
I don't know why I high-fived that. No, something
Been
about
there.
having a work crush though, like is what, like
It is
that's
nice.
my will to live. Like
It is nice.
The only reason I go to work is to see my work crush.
100 applications went to Hi-Fi Kitchen right now.
Like,
It's like,
it
dude,
just makes it.
what are you guys?
bearable.
What are you here for? We're here to fuck Tyler.
Make it clear, I am not fucking any of my coworkers
Anymore.
right now.
Yeah.
No,
now.
I just started.
He
okay?
quit
2 weeks ago.
recently.
Actually, no.
I want to get hired and fired, sir. Because that's her type. No.
Actually, he did get the one that I was got fired on New Year's Eve.
Wow, you're The way
No, I wasn't
women,
working there yet, though.
the way women laugh at a man's demise.
No, that wasn't what I. Okay,
No, I
never
know
mind.
he was
the
cleaning
best.
cups, and now
No,
he's.
that
I love a
wasn't-
man that can hold a job, proceeds to make him lose his job.
I wasn't even working there yet. I wasn't even working there yet.
That was your condition of working there. You have to fire the guy who used to bang me.
No. Like, cut all of that out.
Leave it in. Leave it in. Leave it in. Oh my gosh, Tyler. You know, we never make fun of you too much, you know, so it is good to kind of. We're not even making fun. You're a boss bitch, whatever, Cardi B, Meg the whatever,
Cardi B.
Stallion. These people that you should not look up to. They're horrible people for women to look up to, and they're going to die alone too. Because Quavo's
Okay.
leaving or
Two. What do you mean two?
What?
I'm gonna die alone.
No, they're
You
going to
said
die
they're gonna die alone too.
That was.
As in, I was gonna die alone.
That was a Freudian slip.
Yeah, that
you
was
said.
a Freudian slip, but I did. I mean, no,
I
you're
said
gonna,
whatever wasn't gonna get me in trouble.
We'll make sure you die with someone, you know, together. I don't know if that made it better, but
That just sounded like a threat, dude. I'll make sure you're with
one
somebody
gun,
when you
two
die.
heads. we just both go. No, you're also 25, Tyler.
Yeah.
And don't get me wrong, in girl years at 60, but no, just kidding. No, you're young. You're having fun. You moved to Arizona. You're not from here.
Yeah.
Did you go away for college or no?
No.
So
I went
you're
to
like
college in my
LeBron.
hometown. Yeah. So when I came out
LeBron
here, it was
Never
like,
went away to college. That's why he had to go to Miami. I think that's what he says, like in this book or whatever. That he never got to experience anything other than where he was from. So when he went somewhere, you know, he even says like, I feel bad about the way I went about it, because it was a little too fucking stupid about the TV and visiting every team, the Knicks, the Nets, and it was really pissed me off he didn't go to the Knicks. But you're enjoying.
I'm a
you're-
Knicks fan. There is not one part of me that thought he was coming to New York.
There was no way.
It was
No,
his
as soon
hope.
as all the Knicks were like, no, I was like, you're a
I know.
fucking- come on.
I hosted a party for it too.
Of course you did.
I was at a
You
party.
probably thought we were getting Zion.
I was at a party in Sleepy Hollow, New York, on fucking Beekman Avenue, bro. I was like, everybody come, and then the guy
decision.
goes, he's wearing black and red, and I'm like, that doesn't mean anything. He's like, I'm taking my talents to South Beach. I threw my drink so hard. And that was the day we actually, my friend goes, I bet you I can drink a 6-pack in 20 minutes.
Yeah.
And he put whatever, and he couldn't. We all put $20 in, and and then he goes, in order to win my money back, he picked a friend. He goes, you can punch me full strength in my jaw, and I won't get knocked out, and then I can get all my money back. And my friend goes, I will just knock you out for free if you want. Dude, anyways, just remind me of other things.
This
You
friend,
know.
how old is he?
Now he's
Or
30.
at the time.
We had to be like 22.
All right, that makes more sense then.
22.
I thought that was like a grown adult being like, let me get my money back. Hit me in the face.
Oh yeah, we used to, because we were broke, we used to bet on fights with dollar bills. Be like, yo, I bet you he's the next one that gets hit. We just do things and pool it up like that. Bet you $3 next play's a run play. It's actually a cool.
Yeah,
cool
that
way to
is
play.
that's
I gotta
good-
bring that back.
It's
Actually.
like you were the original DraftKings.
Yeah.
Live in-game betting. That's amazing.
Yeah, just in front of, and then in front of that place that I lived at, a man was shot, and then my other friend beat the other guy who shot him, almost beat him to death, and the guy lost his eyeball.
oh my God.
And he's a part of a gang. I don't want to say the gang because then I'll lose fans, and I don't want to do that at this time.
At this time.
As you can see, my mind really goes.
Whatever's on your mind, man.
It was a bar called Maria's. And she closed down shortly after that. How about this? The bar across the street where my sister used to live used to play God music in the morning. Like
God
full
music.
blast. Like God in Spanish, in Espanol, full blast. My father, the 1 or 3 times I saw him when I was a teenager, we walked by and he goes, ma'am, just a question. What is this? Why is this place? She goes, because we believe our success is from God. And he goes, you legitimately have whores here. Like you could go have sex with a girl $50, I think at the time. I think it was the going rate. And she was like, well, praise God, you know. And that was the thing. People find, and we always circle back to religion, but people always find a way to thank God for whatever. It's funny when rappers thank God and everything. They're like, yeah, I talked about beating the shit out of my girl, but this Grammy.
I don't know about beating your girl, but the horse thing is, I
horse,
mean, that's
yeah.
straight from Christ.
Oh, that's true.
Mary Magdalene was a little bit of a street lady, and he brought her in with welcome arms.
Isn't that the whole conspiracy that he had a baby with her?
Oh, maybe. I mean, I'm sure Jesus was pumping, dropping batches, doing the whole thing. He only lived till 33.
Yeah. He's a celebrity, too.
Yeah.
He was a celebrity.
True. How awful. I mean, people bring this up probably all the time, but how terrible must have Jesus's dick smelled? Like just any
People bring it up all the time.
I mean, this has got to be a huge topic of conversation for any Bible heads out there. But just think about the heat. My God, the heat, and just the lack of access to showers, the bag sweat, riding on camels, carrying crosses. I mean, what a nightmare!
I can just think about women now. Damn.
I mean, their vaginas must have smelled like an open wound on a wolf.
Gatsby, clip that. And just make sure you focus in on Tyler's face of fucking just what the hell's going on. Oh my gosh. What do you think Jesus' dick smelled like? You're not religious, you said.
No, this is not something I've ever thought about before.
Well, let's talk about it.
I'm sure it didn't smell good.
No.
Yeah.
He was uncirc too.
Oh, that's
I guess
right.
everybody was back then.
Uncircumcised. Do you prefer uncirc or circ?
I've never seen an uncircumcised. I don't think I have. I don't even know what that looks like. So obviously I haven't.
So one looks like an anteater, and one looks like.
Have you ever seen Beetlejuice? You know the worm that dives into the sand and then comes out again? It's kind of like that. It kind of looks like that.
I've never heard of a better explanation.
Yeah.
Some call it sexy.
Okay.
No kidding.
Yeah, I've not seen one.
You've never had to roll up somebody's sleeve, huh?
No, never have.
Just roll it back.
Ew.
Ill for you. I'm trying to get that added on.
Oh my God.
I need that part back.
Yeah, dude.
I need that hoodie back, bro.
It was taken from me.
It was, bro. Circumcision is wild.
That would be cool if you could get like just attachable and detachable hoodies. Like you could just decide to be circumcised or uncircumcised on any given
Pick
night.
your favorite sports team.
Yeah, maybe it stays on with magnets or something. I don't know. Just a clip on.
I'm feeling cute tonight. I feel like my circumcision looks like a very sporty look. It's like I think the doctor was blind or something.
Wait, it's a wave?
Why
did you do this?
Because it has like a swoosh to it.
Do not need this mental image right now. Please don't.
First of all,
End the
we're
conversation.
grown-ups and adults, Tyler. You need to fucking chill, okay? Anyways, I love you. We usually ask a question at the end of these things. Not to. You're a married man. You've been married for 7 years.
Yeah.
But while you were a piece of ass.
Sure.
Tyler, ask the question.
Okay.
Yeah.
How far would you or have you traveled to get some pussy?
I've driven from Rockland County to New York to Schenectady, New York, which was like 2 hours.
Ooh.
And that was embarrassing. It also it was just this thing that built up so much over the school year with this chick. I was in college. It built up so much over the school year, and we never found time to hook up during the school year. And finally, during a break, she's like, "Come over, whatever." I drive up there. Of course, she has her period.
Oh,
like we dry hump for a day and a half.
Before you drove
No,
there?
it was like the worst. Like,
Why didn't she
bitch.
tell you that? That would have been information that I
because she's
disclosed.
a terrible person that wanted me to like her for her personality, and that wasn't going to happen.
disgusting.
It wasn't going to happen. But what happened was her father ended up like really falling for me. Like he actually loved me.
Oh.
He left me like a note the next day and was like, "Thank you for coming and visiting. Like you're a really stand-up guy and would love you to come back and visit or whatever." So that was it was interesting. So I traveled that far to not get pussy.
Damn.
Wow.
Damn. Smart.
Yeah.
Wow, that's
Wow.
tough.
Yeah, it is tough.
So Jordan Peele, like horror film right there. It's like, that is.
I've never flown or anything like that.
Yeah.
What do you think
2
about
hours is
that?
still
What do you think
like-
about guys who fly girls out to have sex with them?
I mean, I guess if I was single and had the means, why not? It's the same as sending a car. You know?
But, like,
if
there's
you
no
send an
girls
Uber, I mean, it's
locally that
just
you
on a
could get.
different-
Like, I just
Yeah.
don't understand that.
Yeah, I don't know either. I mean, the furthest I'll go is, if the Uber's $40, that's about the max I'm gonna go. $40 Uber.
Sure.
That is pretty far.
To some people, $1,000 plane ticket is a $40 Uber.
That's true.
Exactly.
And if you are,
Yeah.
we'd love you to be a sponsor of the pod. We are closing in.
If you'd like to donate some miles to my Delta Sky.
If you want it, we do take Uber gift cards here and all the other things, man. Hey, Mike, we got 2 more shows tonight.
Yeah.
I'm gonna let you decompress. We're gonna go. As always, guys, this episode, we're going to drop it in about a week, and you'll see it today. And it doesn't matter. We have Gatsby the artist.
Yes, sir.
We have Tyler Morris. Then all hands together for the wonderful Mike Cannon making time for us here today in Scottsdale, Arizona, man.
Thank you.
Thank you. And as always, guys, Arizona, Phoenix, Scottsdale, Gilbert Goons, go fuck yourself. All right, have a good night.
The AZ is SVO. Jokes aside, the realest when you hear it coming from the Eric Bernal show is Scottsdale. Very own. Get your phone and hear a call. We going up. Now let them know. SVO. Sleepy.